Good evening, everybody. This is the committee meeting for the Penfield Community Victory Garden. Everyone doing well? Yes. All right, before we start, though, we would like to welcome a new committee member, but not a new gardener. She's been around for a while. Gavin.
Hi, Gavin.
Say hi, Gavin.
Hello.
What's your last name, Gavin?
Neville.
Pardon me?
Neville.
Neville. So,
Are you taking the minutes, Carol?
No.
Oh.
She's just so we've got a few things to cover today. First thing on our agenda is obviously to approve our minutes for June. Oh, we got a new arrival, so why don't we wait a few seconds, and let him get a seat.
Come see Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry, how are you doing? So we have approval for our minutes from June's meeting. Any things that we had to change, any comments before we have a vote to approve? Chris always does good minutes, so we don't often have to
Right.
make additions or
Thankfully, those minutes are always so good, and she corrects me.
Yes, which is wonderful.
Well, I know Sabrina reads them because she has suggestions, so.
Sorry, there's a suggestion. I did read them.
I checked.
Do we have an approval?
Sure.
Second? All right, then we approve the minutes for June, so those can be archived or whatever happens to them.
They'll be posted online.
All right, posted online. Okay, so we have a couple things that we're going to work on. We have some communications and general news and updates. Our first one is the mystery of the missing water meter, AKA theft of our water meter. 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
Yep, so we get a call from someone, what?
Move your mic in front of you. Thank you.
Sorry, can anyone hear me now? Okay. Missing water meter. It was, I'm going to put it down, I'm short, I'm looking right in it, everyone disappears. It was taken, 2 weeks ago? We found it on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, we made some calls, and they said, well, if we need it, we can get some water brought in from the town. But as it turned out, the Water Authority was quite quick about it. Turns out the supervisor, I think, lives in Penfield, so he came over and checked. And Monday morning, they started, I showed up early in the morning, but they were a little later in starting, but I think by 9 or 9:30, they were in there putting a new one on for us, which
Great.
was really fantastic.
I have a question for Sabrina about the water meter theft. I think we need to find out from Monroe County Water Authority if we're going to have incur any penalty or something, because we would have to know for our budget.
I did ask them, and the woman I spoke to said there was no charge on our account yet. Excuse me. So she didn't think there would be.
Okay.
So I guess I won't know that for, I don't know.
Because if it comes at the end of the season,
Sure, I know
it
that's gonna
could
be-
blindside us because
Sure.
our budget is set, so that we go to December and it's done. So maybe we could follow up with them.
I can check again, yeah.
I mean, hopefully, we have secured it and stuff, and hopefully there is some type of insurance or something on it. It's really kind of sad because they were telling us that it's only worth $20 as scrap metal, and that's probably what
Oh,
it was used
jeez.
for. $20. And that's what they get. He says, however, they do get a lot of them back because every place looks for them. Every scrap metal looks for them. So it may show back up. But it's kind of disheartening, So Dot showed up later after the meter was on. I had showed up early in the morning to answer people's questions, and some people I checked. We had a couple things. We had keys missing. We got a bunch of other things taken care of. And I went and picked up, I went and had all new keys made for, I have them for you. Extra keys for the locks if somehow they disappear. Do not take them off the little holder. Unlock it, put it back. So I made a bunch of those, and then Dot went by that evening and reinforced there's locks and chains and
And we also had to fix the brand new hose that we bought last year that leads
because it was-
from the hydrant into the garden had to be repaired because when the meter was stolen, they cut
cut it.
the coupling off.
Yeah, they
So
didn't even bother unscrewing it.
thankfully, we had our original hose that had broken, but we still had the ends of it. So my plumber,
AKA Mike.
the garden plumber was able to put that back together.
Nice.
Yeah, so that helped out, and, I mean, thank goodness they turned the water off. So at least it was
Yeah.
not running. However, let's face it, if they didn't turn the water off, we would have known at midnight or whenever they stole it, so. So that has been taken care of. We're looking at ways to reinforce it some more. One of the things that Dot and I were talking about, do you mind if I bring that up? Is to see if there's a possibility that
Oh,
maybe.
that is down on the agenda a
Oh.
little further.
We talk about
Hi,
it.
Fran.
We talk about the agenda, but she types it, so, okay. All right, so we'll hold for a minute. Any public participation? Fran, you want to be a public and participate?
No.
Sure.
Fran's a committee member.
I know he's a committee member, but I think you can play public. Okay, so we have some action items. I'll let-
Wait, hold on, Nance, the
Yeah?
workday rescheduling?
Oh, I missed it. Sorry, I had notes on here. Workday rescheduling is going to be July 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. And we will have a list of stuff to do. We'll also possibly post a list of things for people who, if they can't make it, there'll be a few that they can do, like if they happen to go in and there's a little job that someone wants to do.
Yeah,
while
I'm
they-
working on resetting up the Sign Up Genius. I just haven't had a moment yet to do that, but Mark and I were talking about it, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Maybe it was 3 weeks ago, I don't remember.
Dave, you had a comment?
Yeah, I have an
Hold on,
update.
Dave, can you move your microphone down, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, Dave.
The peppers.
Oh,
I'm trying to communicate with the pepper company, but what the next steps are is when we start to harvest, I have to know what to put them into, and then how do we ship them and where do we ship them to? So that's the questions I've asked. I haven't got a reply from them yet. But
Okay.
I think we have in the order of 40 plants.
well,
So there was a gardener who had contacted me and said that she was unable to do half of her bed due to medical reasons. So I planted half of her bed with peppers, so I put
really?
another 32 in her bed,
yeah,
I
so
want to
we
say.
had started 70-something.
What number are they in? 11
E.
E. Thank you.
Lebanese.
So I think we've got most of them all planted, and then I had the seeds some left over, mainly because a lot of times we found that they don't germinate the next year. So I planted them, and I put in a row as well, so based on what's going on, we'll pull from the one I planted a row in my farm garden, so.
And we've got 7 plants planted at our house.
Right, so there's probably 80-something plants planted.
Oh, okay, well, we're going to have lots of peppers.
So.
We are,
We'll
yeah.
have quite a few, so
Yeah, so
they
it's-
should, we should they should get a good haul from us.
Yeah.
So thank
And-
you very much on that.
Yeah, and did you say, Sabrina, that the town would ship them for us?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
do that. You let me know
Right.
when.
Yeah, I have to find out what the package is. for
Yeah.
it.
If they want styrofoam, like throwaway coolers, I've already got shipping containers. So styrofoam box inside a cardboard box.
Oh, those are perfect, save
Various
those.
sizes that I'm sure will work.
Okay.
When we're ready for them.
Oh, that'd be
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I could even bring them either to the town or to the storage shed and put them in there.
Yeah, storage
Yeah.
shed would be fine.
Because those are
yeah.
perfect, it's kind of like, different companies, and they send stuff that,
Yeah.
anything that you
We're
get
getting
shipped in food, they're great,
Well-
we save
Right
them
now
all.
with stuff for the Riza Glass Foundation is
Yeah.
getting ready for the wine and spirits competition.
Ah.
Everybody's sending stuff in.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very cool, yeah, by all means, I think that would be a great idea.
That's great.
If they come with cooler packs, by all means, save them,
They
because
have,
we're probably
we
gonna
have an
need some new
abundance
ones.
of cooler packs too, but yeah, somebody would need to freeze them.
Well, we can, Dot and I, we usually
use them
rotate
for the,
adding cooler packs to the,
For the food donation, yeah, I have quite a few right now because I
We throw
was
them away,
ordering
so-
a food delivery box for a while
have
during
some.
COVID, so,
We throw them away, so if you need any, just let me know and
Yeah.
I'll intercept them.
yeah, because we had a
Okay.
bunch too, and we lost a lot, but I forgot you were ordering stuff, so that's
Well,
good.
I still got a question. Does anybody know how long they stay fresh? I mean, if they start to harvest, how long can we keep them before we have to ship them, I guess.
They should be a week or so. What usually hot peppers do is you're gonna have, like 2 flushes, you're gonna have a really early one that will be pretty full. We'll probably make a pick of that and ship it.
Okay.
And then there's a later harvest that will be a big one, and they pretty much will strip it down, and then there may be 1 or 2 small ones, and you just let them finish, and I think that's probably what we'll end up eating, or
Okay,
cooking with. But usually it comes with a couple big flushes that, they'll take a while, because I grow quite a bit of hot peppers, and they come in kind of couple waves, and that's it. So I assume that these should behave the same
should
way.
we keep them cool? Should we put ice packs in them?
I don't think we have to.
Okay.
But we should check to find out if they need it, because it'll probably be an overnight shipping. If they're sending a card, they're probably gonna be overnight or 2 days, and if they're in the cooler areas, they should be fine.
Well,
Okay.
one of the things that I found about putting ice packs, like with peppers, is that they moisture up
Mhm.
and then start to rot faster.
Faster,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. So they're probably gonna want us to ship them dried and, not dried, but make sure there's no water on them, and
Yeah.
probably just layer them in and then send it off.
Yeah.
So,
So we
those are good
probably will have
questions.
several shippings then.
I think there'll probably be at least 2, maybe 3, based on the amount of
Yeah.
plants that we have, and if the weather stays hot, there'll be quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Did the pepper source to stipulate they wanted them, because they will go from green to,
Yeah, different colors.
To-
Well,
to red.
I'm waiting for an email, but I think probably next week I'll just call them and
okay.
And
see
find
what
out
they-
the list.
see what
That'll make
they
a
want.
difference, too,
Yeah.
when we harvest.
What's all the parameters?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're making a hot sauce, they're making a hot sauce, so they may want a variety, and so they may actually ask us to wait and let the early peppers go red, and the later peppers will stay green, and they may just say, just give one big
Yeah.
run. So, yeah, if we can find that out, then we can all kind
Yeah,
of plan our
okay.
attack. Thank you
will-
for taking care of that, and I think it's a really fun project that we're doing.
Sort of a hot project.
It's a hot project.
Okay, so we have some other action items that, I'll let Dot talk on some of these.
You want me to talk about swallowwort?
Yes,
The
that's her job.
swallowwort in the forested area. I was in contact with a rent-a-goat company in Buffalo. It's the nearest one to us, and goats cannot eat swallowwort.
No?
They can eat
Because
cans,
it-
but not swallow.
Yeah, they eat paper, but not they eat shoelaces, but they won't eat swallowwort. So I did go to the DEC website again to look at, and also Cornell Cooperative Extension. And I know I've been told this before by, master gardeners and other people that I've spoken to about swallowwort. And it is, not good for our particular environment. So, the suggestions are cutting it down the way that I've been cutting it down, and Nancy has helped, and Larry's helped, and some other folks have helped cut down the swallowwort. I've started cutting it down at this point. You have to cut it at the right time. Now is the time to cut it. So I'll be out there working on it tomorrow. And then the next part will be to just try to encourage native plants that are just as aggressive, to crowd them out. So things like ostrich ferns, which are native and they live in the shade, and they could probably do okay in there. I did plant some Solomon seal earlier in the year. The roots are in there, but the plants are, dead over, but I think they'll probably come back next year. I
Yeah,
can
they'll be
get
good.
more. And I'm just free sourcing all this stuff because everybody has these plants, and I just go dig them up on their property and bring them over, and Nancy has them. So that's the plan with the swallowwort. I'll be working on it.
Where is it in the garden?
It's not, well, it's behind the shed in the
Yeah,
garden.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
the shed's
There's a
there.
lot of it back there that has to be cut down, but I'm talking about in the forest area.
Okay.
It's on the forest.
It's the whole forest area. And if you look on the website, I think it's the Cornell Cooperative Extension website, or it could be the DEC, I don't remember which one. They have a map, and they have these pins where all the, really bad areas for swallowwort are, and we're in one of them. course. So, you know, that being said, because we want to nativize the forest and we're bringing community programs to that forest. This summer, Nancy and I are doing our programs in that forest. You know, we want to be able to make it as native looking as possible and try to get that like real,
Another showpiece
that
we can
ecological
offer.
balance that it should have, as opposed to it just being swallowwort, which doesn't help the monarchs and other little critters in the garden, so.
And we're adding, like, I'm donating some of that witch hazel, buttonbush, all those natives. I'm donating a couple sets of trees that we'll put in, which hopefully will actually get established as well, and, you know, just kind of make it, you know, this little place so that when you walk that trail, it's not just the Victory Garden, it's the whole piece, you know, we've got those beds in the back that we've done, the permaculture food forest beds that we've added. We'll put another one in a couple of years once this one's fully established. So we're adding some of this stuff in here that's native. You know, we've got raspberries that are running along the edge, which is a native, black caps, which are native to the area, which are a food source for the animals. So there's some fun stuff that I think we all can, you know, work on, and I think would be a great thing. And I thank Dot because I hate swallowwort, and it doesn't like us, and
Once
it's,
it's cut down, does it come back?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, so I've been cutting,
Way to get rid of it?
well,
Well-
the only other way to get rid of it would be to use an herbicide, you know, and that is something that I think not just as a committee, but I really think the general membership would need to be allowed to speak on that. That's my personal opinion. I'm not sure how the committee feels about it. But if we were going to use an herbicide in the forested area, outside of the fence, away from the garden, I feel like we would probably need to survey the general membership about that. I don't know how many of the general membership would really be very
Yeah, and
adamantly
it
against it.
Might impact the neighbors, too.
Right. I just, you know, to me, that's why I was hoping the goats would eat it. But, yeah, they eat poison ivy, though. But I don't know. I mean, you can use an herbicide. That's actually one of the things that, you know, the Cornell Cooperative Extension, and I put that in the Sprout. So there was an article in the Sprout about it. It talked about the herbicide you could use.
it might be something, if everyone reads it, maybe we bring it up as a topic that we can poll,
Yeah.
you know, later. I mean, obviously, it's a lot. I mean,
It would be a lot of herbicide. I mean, a lot.
So, you know, some of it, as you know, you can pull it up and you rip it out. The key is to keep cutting it before it seeds.
At the right time of year,
Right.
yeah.
So that
Not
if
too
you-
early, not too late.
How
And
are you
so-
cutting it, Dot?
I actually use the weeder,
Weed
weed
eater.
eater, and then I also take my mower and I put it up on the highest rung and I mow the forest.
Okay.
I mean, there's rocks in there and stuff, but a lot of the forested area I can mow with the mower. And Larry has the,
I have a DR field
Yeah,
brush.
I have one
Yeah.
too. That's why I was wondering. I could
Yeah.
bring it tomorrow.
okay. Go for
I don't know
it.
what time you're going to be up there, but
I don't know. I mean, I have electric equipment, so I can start before 8 a.m. because it's
quiet.
very quiet. But I probably would say 8 a.m.
okay.
I'm guessing. That's probably around the time I'll get up there. Yeah, I mean, if you want to help, that'd be great.
My other question was like, because I was cutting some down along the fence. I was cutting the goldenrod that's all along there too.
Yeah.
That stuff the swallowwort shouldn't go in the compost though, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
No way.
Just wanted to
No.
make
Trying
sure.
to keep it up. If you pick it up, throw it, take it
Yeah.
home.
When I cut it, I leave it on the ground.
Right.
Because I'm not, like, right now, I'm not going to rake the whole forest and pick up the
Right.
swallowwort.
Oh, no, that's,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just thinking like in back of the shed,
the
there's a
garden,
ton of it,
Yeah.
you know, but,
And there's, every once in a while, you'll notice there'll be one or two in someone's bed, they'll start up. So if you pull them out, throw them away, don't put it in the
well, it's probably
compost.
good, maybe that's a thing to put in the Sprout, because people
Yeah.
aren't,
That's a good
if it
idea.
isn't in there, I don't know if it was in this
Well, I
month or
have the
not.
article
'cause-
about swallowwort in the Sprout, but that was one of the things I was going to put on the list for Sign Up Genius, which was clearing out the back corner behind the red shed there, clearing out all
Yep.
that swallowwort.
Okay.
That has to all be cut down, so I was going to put that in that. also.
Any other comments on the ever-present swellowort? All right, so we ended up, obviously, we already spoke about it, but the hose repair, do we have other hoses that are on the list to do?
We're down at lock boxes
Oh,
now,
I'm
aren't we?
sorry, I knew that.
And I don't know if we need to repeat lock boxes.
Lock
'cause I think
boxes, as you
everybody's
know, we
got it.
have
Yeah,
them.
everyone's got it.
We've got the keys, I've got keys for you, Sabrina, and Dot and I are gonna keep prepared, because if anyone calls, it's usually me or Dot, so, but you'll have one as well. Guess what's happening on Saturday, everybody?
Woohoo, the parade.
The parade, the 4th of July parade, which will be on the 3rd. What time to start, 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. We will have a float. If anyone wants to come from the committee and/or the garden members, if you happen to be watching. What time are we starting tomorrow?
I don't know,
6-ish?
6-ish? I think
6-ish?
Mary said she might want to come, Fran,
So,
to come help with the parade float tomorrow.
so it's pretty quick. It's around 6 o'clock at my house. If you don't know the address, I'll give it to you. Send me a note. We're going to decorate it. This year, it's going to be towed by my Kubota tractor. And I'll be driving it.
It'll be
and
fun.
It'll be kind of fun. So we got it on the Kubota. We'll have the trailer, and we'll put it up, and we're going to decorate it. We've got a lot of vegetables and trees to put on it and flowers. I think it'll be really cute. We've got a lot of red, white, and blue bling. So if you want to come over, and then we can all
And
chat and
Tom,
visit.
You got little
And-
Tommy?
And little Tommy.
Yeah.
We
Little
have a
Tommy.
bench for Tommy.
Take a picture of little Tom.
Yes.
Gonna be gone tomorrow.
Oh,
oh, that's right, okay, well, little Tommy will be there, and he'll be dressed in his finest.
yep, yep. We have little Tommy's been since the beginning of since we've been doing the parades, little
Yeah.
Tommy's been our
Little Tommy has been around for 46 years.
he's 46 years old.
Right,
All
right now he lives in my closet.
So he's coming out. Just for one day.
I'm glad you said it.
You knew that was coming, didn't you? I was thinking. So just for one day. Hey, I had to.
All right.
Let's just wait. So, the parade, so if you guys are gonna be there, if anyone wants to walk, we are going to hand candy out, no tossing. Okay, okay, oh, we can toss, okay. So we're gonna have candy, so if anyone wants to come, we're gonna meet at the school, what, by 9 o'clock?
Between 9 and 9:30.
9 and 9:30 at the high school. We line up. We'll walk along with the trailer and the tractor and pass out candy and wave and kind of have a good time. It's a lot of fun. It really is. This is what, my 3rd or 4th year doing it. It's a lot of fun. So let us know. All right. So we got some informational stuff. Financials. Sabrina, you're on. All our beds?
So, yep, all the beds. As you know, one flipped over this week.
Yes, I gave up one. I was too much handling the
So we do
permaculture
have
bed at the same time.
another new member. And, yep, all our beds are filled. I sent everyone the July financials. The only expense we had this month was the monthly fee for the porta potty.
Okay.
So regarding the financials, I do have the scout who's doing the ramp project was asking for some money to pick up some things from Home Depot. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to, like, I think we can probably get $300 for him.
Okay.
So
So this is, for
we
those
would
who
have to
don't
vote
know-
on it.
Okay.
Do we want to, for those who don't know, we have the ramp, we're adding a handicapped accessible ramp, and there's going to be railings as
Yeah,
well?
he's ready to go July, I think he said 14th or something is when he wants to be out there working.
So this is the completing the access to the shelter, so this is really fantastic, so.
Yeah. So, I can work it out with him. I'll have to go and make the purchase.
Right,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
we just
Yeah,
want to.
I just wanted to make sure that, I wanted to make a motion to
Okay.
finance some of his project and see if we have enough people to vote on it today?
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. So, do we have a motion?
I gave a motion.
Okay, all right,
I'll
do we have?
second it.
second
Thank
it,
you,
second?
Gavin.
All right, so we've got a motion, and we've got a second, so I'll let Dot and Sabrina and the young guy,
All in favor?
Oh, all
All
in
in
favor
favor?
of
Aye.
Thanks,
providing
Sorry.
some money for our scout? There you go.
What is it, Robert's Rules of whatever?
Yes. Yeah,
I
Robert,
gotta
we don't have
review
the
those.
book.
Yeah, I don't have the book.
I had it at one point in my life.
Yeah, I've done it once when I used to do big committees. but-
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got money for that, we'll have that taken care of. We have a new gardener, which I think Dot's gonna be
Yeah, I
meeting
will do
with.
an orientation next week for our new gardener.
So that's
Did she
great.
take your bed, Nance?
She took my, the 3F.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's actually a gentleman
Yeah.
and his mother.
His mother.
Okay.
Okay, so, yeah, I think it'll be nice, it's just too much for me, considering I just added a 100 by 50-foot bed at my house, so, yeah. Okay, so we've got a couple other projects that are coming up. The shelter grand opening date for August, have we come up with any?
No, if you can connect with Sabrina, because you
Okay,
have
I'll do
the, you
that.
have the
Oh, that's
Rotary
right, that was my
information.
job, wasn't it? And I forgot, okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
All right,
It's all
so
right.
let me write myself a note, dates.
We going to try to do that during the day or the evening?
Probably in the evening, I would think, because it's hot during the day.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
people
we'll probably
can
do
come in
an
the
evening,
evening.
and we'll be having, we've got quite a few things that it's kind of all the stuff that was completed, we had 3 or 4 Boy Scout projects, a lot of things that we weren't allowed to welcome because of COVID. I think we're having one big
Celebration?
celebration of everything, so we'll do the ramp, we'll do obviously the shelter, the sifters, the permaculture bed, the Rotary, who helped with a couple of donations, both for the permaculture bed and obviously some of the money for the shelter. We're gonna have that all at one time. So I'll meet with you after the 4th of July on getting dates, and we'll send an email out, and then we'll make sure we
Did you invite
send the
anybody
info.
from the Waters Council, Boy Scout Council?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll invite the Boy Scouts that were involved.
And then
No, I
they'll,
was meaning the executive scout that runs the whole.
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah, we
Seneca
can.
Waters, right?
Yeah.
That's the council the kid was in?
Waterways.
Waterways, I think.
Waterways,
Okay.
We can check to make sure, because
Got
there
it?
was 3 or 4 different
Seneca
groups.
Waterways.
So we just
Okay.
want to make sure they're all the same ones. But yeah, we can ask them. Oh, we got the benches too.
Individual did the concrete.
And the concrete, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, and we also have the benches.
that was AAA.
Yeah, so we have all those. So there's quite a few things. So we'll kind of have one big fell swoop of, welcoming, thanking, ribbon cutting. We'll have some signs put up. We want people to tour around, take a look, open house type thing. So we'll get that set up for later in August, in the evening.
Are we allowed to make any refreshments, Sabrina? Or they have to be made in the kitchen?
I think we're beyond COVID enough.
No, I think we're okay, since it's not for the public,
Yeah.
unless I don't think any public would come. Because it's not going to be highly
It's kind of
publicized.
invite, because it's
Yeah.
recognizing all the people that were there. It's just like thanking them
It's
all.
like a
Because
private
it would be
party.
nice to have something that
Yes,
night.
it
Yes, we can
Like
talk about that.
lemonade and
I
You
think
know,
brownies, that's easy enough.
I think
Chips.
I think it's okay.
Drinks and
Should
dessert.
be okay.
Okay.
Do we still have a Penfield newspaper, or is that defunct?
I think it's Monroe East now.
Monroe East?
I don't think
We
that-
could invite the
Yeah.
reporter from the,
Oh, yeah, we can go and get usually the Penfield, the Post, we
Post,
can
the
get
Post.
them.
Messenger
Yeah.
post, and then, we'll have them come. And we'll do whatever, we'll chat to see what else might want to,
Maybe the town,
You'll have to make a party invitation list.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll make all that.
We have to invite Don Alhart so we can get on Channel 13.
No, what we do is invite Penfield TV, and they'll send it to Channel 13.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
Penfield TV will come.
nice.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Politics.
Glenn Johnson's now on Channel 8, so you might want to send
10.
him one too.
Yes.
Or 10.
Oh, yeah, they moved.
They moved him. Okay, so I'll take care of that, and I'll disperse the information, and then maybe we can, we'll make a list of everyone we think needs to be there, and if we've forgotten something, because it's like a year and a half, 2 years' worth of stuff that was completed, and we haven't been able to done, so we'll go through that. One of the things that Dot and I, after we dealt with the fact that we had no water, was we kind of discussed over frustration about maybe personally talking to the town about maybe making water permanent at the garden. Since obviously we have an entire development right next to us, I can't see why we can't
Hook in.
have a line run and have our water meter inside our garden. Now the water meter, and then inside a lockbox. So I think maybe that's something maybe you and I could talk to Al. I'm assuming we'll have to talk to Jimmy and stuff, because I have a feeling probably some of the work would have to be done by the town. But this way, it's in there, it's permanent, we have a constant, we have a bill, we can keep it shut off. I mean, we can turn it off, you know, whatever, so, and drain it, so that for the winter, like we normally do. We could even take the meter off if that's something, but have the piping go directly permanent to the garden.
Right, so we're not hooked up at the hydrant.
And I think if, especially if this is what, you know, it's picking up, I mean, you know, I have friends that work in construction sites, and they come to work and anything that was scrappable is gone. You know, they've hired security now. So, I mean, it's gotten to a point where I think it's kind of sad. I always thought it was kind of sad, but I think maybe we can discuss that. So maybe you and I and Dot, we can, and if everyone else, do you think that's a good
Anyone
idea?
else?
What do you
Yeah.
think?
I think it's a great idea.
And then
Yeah.
maybe we can get a couple people, and we can all kind of discuss what options and what our part is, what the town can help us with, and what the water authority may have suggestions on. It might something we do a little start facts finding now. It may something that happens in the spring or in the fall before we do, but I think maybe something we want to kind
Yeah,
of get
and-
going, get a couple people on a committee. Doesn't even have to
It
be
sounds
me.
potentially more secure.
I think so. We lock our
Yeah.
gates. And I think it
Definitely.
also may allow us to have it on earlier if we need it.
Right, yeah, we don't have to
And keep it later.
kind of be waiting for the water authority to hook us up and everything. From what I remember, when we were doing the shelter project, one of the reasons why we had to move the shelter positioning was because there's a water authority easement up over somewhere
Yes, you're
along our
right.
property, so there
You're
must
right.
be a line in there.
You're
Right,
right, I
so
forgot
if
about
there's
I
a
that.
line-
just remembered that. I even
Very
have
good.
the email with the little map.
Oh, because they found it, it's right up on top. So what we need to do is tap into that, and it will just have, we'll just have a new entrance. We may have to change we might have to put a new underground water line to the old water line. But that's right, I remember that's why we had to move it.
You're right, I forgot about that.
All right, so maybe we can get a little committee of a couple people interested, let me know. You'll help us up, we'll talk to the town, we'll get someone from the water authority. Dot has the map. And let's see if we can at least explore a lot of this option for next year's solution, which would be kind of nice if it's there.
Yeah,
I think it would be easier. They'll still bill us.
Yep.
You know, and we'll still get water, which will be nice. All right, so now we have something that we've missed, is the fall dinner planning.
We would like to have a fall dinner. We are hoping that that's something we can start planning. I think that, you know, if all goes well, we should be able to do a potluck dinner in the fall? Yeah?
yeah.
Okay. So I think it would be best for us, you know how we did like the takeout dinner and we gave the people the pasta or whatever and they loved it? I think it would be best for us if we, doing the fall dinner, if we maybe, if we were going to offer meat or anything like that, maybe we don't plan on doing the cookout ourselves, but maybe, you know, pick up some of those chickens from BJ's and have, you know, those whole chickens as opposed to doing the cooking of the meat ourselves, just because I don't know how things are going to go. I don't know. We talked about that not last time we had the dinner.
I think we would discuss it on
Yeah,
one
we
of our
talked
options when
about
we
it
had
at
the
some
pasta
point.
dinner.
I mean, I don't know how much of a difference that makes,
Well, I think
but,
those chickens are $5.99. You probably have to get quarter for each person.
yeah,
So you're talking about
10 chickens?
just about 10 or
Yeah,
11?
yeah.
Yep.
You know, the other, we could also kind of find out something else. I mean, maybe we make pasta and sauce and have it already there, and it's something, instead of just always grilling. I mean, this is something we can discuss. And
Right. I
think
just
it'd be fun
wanted
But I definitely want a meal.
I mean, I know we can do, as long as everything's okay, we should be able to do a potluck. But if we can't do a potluck, I want to kind of have a backup idea, just in case they're like, no, you can't do potluck for some weird reason, who knows?
Sure.
Just have a plan B. But I definitely would like to look at, so the date for that would be, I would like to use we're meeting on the first Thursday in October, but I would prefer to have the dinner in the middle of October.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
believe I already reserved the lodge for the third Thursday
Oh,
in
you're
October.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so October 14th, put it on your
No,
calendars, people.
That's the second Thursday.
What?
The 14th is the second Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh,
The 21st is the third.
so October 21st you did?
I believe so. I'll check.
Okay,
That's awesome.
great. Put it on your calendars, everyone.
And
Thank you, Gavin.
it's going to be the one in the
Dolomite.
one?
Dolomite, yeah.
All right.
That
Awesome.
would be wonderful.
And then, maybe we could have
That'd be
some.
great.
It would be nice. We could have some fun. Maybe, I don't know, we'll come and kind of have a nice activity. Maybe
We
we'll
have a few months to think about
Yeah,
it.
so if anyone is interested in being on the dinner committee, let us know. We just need 2 or 3 people. Doesn't mean you have to do the cooking. It just means help kind of get organized and stuff.
Get it set up, yeah.
Where's all the paper products? Who
In
has those?
they are
On
all
the
in
shed?
plastic bins in the shed.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything that we have is
In the
binned
shed?
up and in our shed. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll do, I think Dot's
So I
even
have to
done
pull that
inventory.
out and look and see what we have?
Yep, I have an inventory, yeah.
Okay.
So,
We haven't opened it in a long time,
Yeah,
so
no.
might not be bad to double check my work.
so that's kind of nice to have that back. So another one is just starting up now is our food collection for the Penfield Ecumenical Food Shelf. We started, Dot, you just put out the?
Yeah, the cooler's out today. I put it out yesterday, checked it today. There's not much, coming in yet, but hopefully next week we'll have something to drop off. So that's just an FYI for everyone.
Okay, remember it's in the center of the garden now, under the little shelter that Vinnie built.
Vinnie built it,
And,
yeah.
Wednesday is our delivery day in the morning, early in the morning, so if there's stuff you want to donate.
No, Tuesday I drop
Oh,
off
did you
now.
drop it off Tuesday now? Oh,
Yeah, they
sorry,
changed
my apology.
it. Yep,
Okay.
that's okay.
All right, yes, I haven't started the delivery, I think the last time it was Wednesday. Operations, equipment, tiller repair, where are we on that?
So I have the name of the part and what we need to fix the tiller tine, but I just have not had time to go out to that place. What's the name of the place? I don't know.
I don't know. Who-
So
where
it
did
was
we
a
buy
place, it was a place that you told me about, but it doesn't matter, I'll find the name. I'm just wondering if
Oh,
there's
I don't-
someone who
It's
would
the
be
one in
willing
Victor.
to pick up this, this tiller.
You mean the
Part.
at Lamporo,
Yes,
or? you wanna
I don't,
pick it up?
I
I
can
don't
get
know.
that.
We just have to get the part, so,
I can do it.
okay.
Okay.
I have all the information of what it is.
Okay.
And I had hoped to go out, I know it's a Husqvarna, and the gardener who had the mishap with it, he called the company.
Heck, falling apart.
And I have a series of emails from that gardener, so I'll share that with you.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then we can get it fixed up. I mean, I feel like there's no rush right now because most people aren't using the tiller,
we're
so I'm
kinda
not
done.
worried about it. So that's tiller repair. Thank you, Mark.
That place is in Victor.
The one I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sykes-Pieces? I think.
I don't know.
That's the one yes, I think that's, we can check it out.
I have it somewhere in an email.
I actually I probably need to pick up parts, so maybe I'll just give you my list. I have an account. Okay, so we have a few things, held items. We haven't really gotten very far on some of these things. We've all been kind of busy.
The only held item on there that we could probably get an update on is solar project, because now you're past the great big day, right?
Yep.
The big day has happened.
Yep,
Congratulations.
the wedding is over and all that's kind of past us now, so, yeah. I
Congratulations.
was hoping to get it done at the work day, but that one got canceled, so Yeah.
Sorry about
All
that.
the stuff now I need help lifting it because it's too heavy to do alone.
Okay.
And the rest of the equipment still is in the shed, so everything is there. We still need some kind of shelf or something in the back of the shed.
I have that behind my house. I got to bring that over.
And those cabinets, did I tell you, you can have the cabinets that are coming from the kitchen in the community
Really?
center?
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
we just have to, I'm not sure when they'll get emptied, but,
Oh, that's fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, you had mentioned
There's-
that last
there's-
time, so,
We store a lot of stuff on that.
yeah. So we could use a
Yeah.
lot- it'd give us a lot more room, and it would be kind of nice to have, so.
Wow.
Dot's dreaming.
I know, she's making plans. What else can
I'm
I put in
just-
that?
That's fantastic. I don't, if you told me that, I forgot. And I
I
can't
can't
believe
remember
I
if I
forgot.
did, if I emailed you after I found out, so.
No, I think we mentioned it, or
We
maybe you
mentioned
told
it.
me.
I did, I
You
was going to
mentioned-
ask. Yeah, you mentioned.
Oh, that's
and I
right, and so
never
you said we could have
told
it, that's
you,
right.
yeah.
Okay, great.
All right,
So
that's
we'll connect
fantastic.
with you and we'll get that. Larry, if you need help getting those pieces up or whatever, and you want to do it before our next workday, which is July 15th, otherwise just wait till then. I mean,
Yeah.
And if not.
It's up to
maybe
you.
We can get a couple to go over one evening and put them up and,
I can send you an email if I want to set up a day before then.
yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
yep.
All right, and a couple things, I do have a quick question on, the gutters and the rain barrels. Are we gonna try to get those done before the August? Because the rain barrels were donated by a couple gardeners, and they're to be attached to the.
Yeah, the gutters on the shelf. I have to find somebody who knows how to do gutters. I don't know.
Oh, I'll make a
So-
couple, I wonder how much it would cost to have my guys put them up,
I don't know.
the ones who did my metal roof.
I'll send out another email to the members and see if there's anyone who knows how to do gutters.
And if not, it may be something, since we have all the gutters, it may be something we pay for a skilled person to put them.
Maybe we could watch a YouTube video and find out how to put up gutters.
They have to be cut? Are they already cut?
I think they'll have to be
length?
cut.
They'll probably be cut. We have ones that.
They're
were
really
taken-
nice gutters.
They're really nice. They were returned,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave them all to us, and they're quite large, because I had to go and get my truck, and they literally
Oh,
went
yeah, 'cause we have to
past the
invite
trailer
them.
into the bed of my truck. I had to get-
What was
That's
the
how
name?
long, and I had to just be careful to make sure it followed me.
Jeez.
And we tied them up and tied them to the back of the truck and to the trailer. They were pretty long, so they will have to be.
We
cut.
should get those
But
gutters up.
They gave us end caps and everything for it.
Right, because we have to invite them.
They need to come. So they gave us all the end caps that we needed, they gave us the downspouts, they gave us all the hardware. So I think that might be a project that maybe we'll send out and see if we have someone that has that ability. I'll make a couple calls to see if I can find what it would cost if we had to have someone put them up for us. Or I could whimper and whine, and maybe they'll get some donations. Anyone who's watching, want to help, let us know. Because it would be really nice to get those out, because it would be nice to put our rain barrels up, which was also a donation, and have that all completed.
Yeah, it would look really
So it
good.
would be really great, because we're very close, you know? I think, you know, we should, as a garden committee, but also as a garden as a whole, because we've had so many people who have involved in helping this, and the different volunteers and Boy Scouts, and just the gardeners all doing this stuff. We have a beautiful place. We should be very proud of it. So thank you for everybody for all the stuff everyone does. Anything else that anyone wants to share, questions?
I have a question, and I'm not sure if anyone here would know the answer, but I want to get someone to stain or seal the kiosk. I mean, we have Thompson's water seal, but you can't put that over the stain that's there, right? Or do I have to get new stain for it?
No, you could put Thompson's water seal over it. It's clear, it won't change the color or appearance.
Okay, so do we need to, because if I was going to send out a Sign Up Genius and say, you know, if somebody wants to repaint or whatever, stain, seal our kiosk, we have the material for sealing, but we don't have the material for staining. Is it better if we restain it?
I think it might look nicer.
If
Does
it's
it need some
looking a
repairing?
little washed out, you would
Okay,
want to stain
so-
it before you put the sealer on it, otherwise,
I got it. So it's a redwood stain, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can buy
Okay.
the stain with a sealer
Yeah.
all in one.
And I get a latex one.
Yes. Oh,
Right?
yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure, because I want to make sure that I have the material. If I put it on the Sign Up Genius, or I have it done for the workday, I want to make sure I have the right thing. And I just wasn't sure, so thank you.
Okay.
When David and I went out to the garden a couple of days ago, we were the only people there, and we found the lock on the ground.
Oh.
So I guess maybe we need to really remind the people again to please lock the garden, because we're going to start getting produce now, and
People are gonna take it.
Losing produce.
so I
Yeah,
guess we have to put it in the sprout again.
I think
Yeah, I mean, it's on the gate,
Oh, yeah.
but I
know.
think it's, I think people are just forgetful when they walk away. I mean,
You know, we talked about that one time about putting a sign on the driveway or something on the way out that.
Says, "Did you
that
lock
says,
Did you lock the
shut
gate?"
water off.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Maybe we
should
put
do
that in.
Because that way, something you can't miss when you're driving out.
I can print the sign and can we laminate it? And then we'll put it up in front.
we could put it on one
Yeah.
of those metal spiky sign holder thingies we have.
Yeah.
It hasn't got to be anything fancy, but just something so that
Yeah.
as
It's a
they
good
pull
idea.
out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Just a
think that's
reminder.
important because, people do forget. I say, are you the last one here? Have you locked? Is the garden locked? Is the water off?
Can you print one of those really long canvas banners that I can hang on the side of?
That they
right
have to
at the
go
parking
under.
lot that says, "Did you lock the gate?"
I can.
Like
But-
Maybe you can make it
15.
hang so people actually have to drive.
Drive through it.
We'll make an arch as you go out the
Right.
parking lot. There's like spangles hanging down and it says, "Did you lock the gate?"
Yeah.
You win the
Yeah.
prize.
We could do that, because I think it's important, because, when we did have, when we weren't locked, when the gates weren't locked and we were losing produce, it's really disheartening.
We could pay that little woodchuck to run up and like, just hold up a little sign.
Have you seen him? He's not so little.
Yeah.
And he sits there and he goes, oh, like, hey, how are
He
you?
lives behind the porta potty now.
Yeah, he lives behind the porta potty. He was eating the mulberries that were falling
Yeah,
down.
he was eating the
It's
mulberries.
about, he was this big, he's about this big right now. He's
Do
very
they eat
cute.
swallowwort?
No, they
No.
don't eat swallowwort. Deer don't eat swallowwort, FYI. Deer and goats don't eat it.
Wow.
How about a horse?
Oh, no, they
Nope.
won't eat it.
No.
Probably not.
No.
If a
Goat
goat
won't
won't eat something.
Goat won't eat it, a horse
Better
won't.
stay away from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's why it's, yeah, it's,
So the
Bad
the name
stuff.
is, if you swallow it, you get a wart.
you get a wart. Sick to your
Just a couple
stomach.
things. Do we need to put soffit on the shed, on the big one? Soffit boards, because the wasps, I sprayed the wasps earlier this year because they were already starting to milk
Oh, and
on the eaves, the overhangs.
Yep.
I don't know if we needed to seal those up.
Huh,
I mean-
never thought of that.
It's kind of a pain, but if it's something we want to put on a list of.
Oh,
What-
in the shed.
Yeah, on a big shed.
The red
Because
one?
The wasps are right over the door. Last year, I almost got stung. I mean, there was a huge nest
Yeah,
up there.
I got stung last year.
But I sprayed it earlier this spring because they were starting to make another nest up there. I didn't see them last time I was in the shed, but
Maybe we
Do you know
can-
what I heard? And I don't know if this is true, that if you put, like, you buy this fake nest that you put up there, and then they won't nest there. But I don't think that's true, because I seen 2 wasp nests up there, like,
yeah.
right
Oh, yeah, there
opposite
was-
each other.
There were multiple ones up there last year.
So what do you,
Well,
what
you put a
is,
soffit board, just like you have on your overhang on your house.
is it like vinyl?
No, you can put up whatever you want. And you can put vinyl up there.
Just blocking
But
it
you're
off.
just
Just
basically
blocking
blocking
it
off the
off.
space so that nothing can get up in there.
So they can't put their little nest up
Right,
there?
So they can't get up there.
It can't be that expensive to get
No.
that.
It's not, it is a project though, I mean,
Yeah,
to
you're gonna have to
measure,
cut it,
everything.
measure.
and-
What kills me is I was at an
Huh.
auction and picked up a bunch of stuff, and I had all the plastic stuff that I could use for, and we didn't need it, so it stayed in a dumpster, and I'm like, I knew I should have taken it
Yeah.
home, because it would have been enough to finish.
Yeah. The other thing was the sifter, the big one that's on the wheels. Was the Boy Scout that built that, was he gonna do anything about putting guide rails on that or something?
He wanted to know, we were waiting to find out how it worked and what needed to be done and what you recommended, and he was gonna put them on. So
Okay.
would you like guide rails on it?
It needs something, because
Right.
you can't swing it without banging into the legs.
Okay.
Well, when I did it with the kids, we stood on either side. If you're one person, you can't.
Right. So
Yeah.
if you're one person, you can, and that's,
Right.
I don't know how many, I mean, that big pile of stuff to be sifted, most of it is still there, so I don't know how
Yeah.
many people are using it. But I'm just figuring you put a rail on each side, on each long side, and that extends out past the
Yeah,
lights.
we can, I'll talk to him, he,
So that
because
it
he
doesn't
mentioned.
bang into it?
Yeah.
So it rides between,
Okay.
and it just has a little looseness,
Yeah.
so it just
He
kind
probably
of.
needs to countersink the heads of the bolts too, because the bolt heads are sticking out, and those are gonna bang into the legs as well.
Okay.
That's not a big deal, you just take them out, countersink them and put them back
Yeah.
in, but,
Okay, we'll chat and see about,
That's
we'll
a sifter.
make some adjustments to that. I can take
I mean,
care
I
of
can
it.
meet him over there if he wants to look at it and see if there's something else he thinks we can do to it.
Okay. Yeah, his grandfather helped him with it, so
Yep.
maybe they can come over one day and we'll meet him, have a look. But he said he'd do whatever else we need to do. Okay,
Anything else?
anything else, peoples? Well, I guess,
our
meeting
next
adjourned.
meeting?
Thank you guys for everybody, for helping, for coming, for everything you do. Sabrina, again, thank you for all the things you help us with. We appreciate it
Sure.
greatly. You probably
No
dread when
problem.
you see our number come across your phone.
No,
I'm
no,
teasing.
you guys are delightful.
Well, we greatly appreciate all your help and assistance, so
And
thank you,
we'll see you at the
everybody.
parade on Saturday.
Yes.
Yes, and
All
if
right.
you want to come by, around 6-ish, we'll be decorating in my backyard.
Nice.
Tomorrow night.
So
Hopefully it
kind
won't
of fun.
rain.
Don't say that. Well, anyhow, things have to be watered, so that's okay. Adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.